What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Got a lot to cover today, including a new earning ecosystem coin I've been looking at just a little bit on my own. This isn't my altcoin pick. It's not a coin that I'm talking to the company at all about. Just a coin I've been lightly looking at just because I am on the hunt for the next earning ecosystem sector to replace MoveToEarn, because that's going to be all the buzz. That's where all the profits are. So we'll do just a mini deep dive into that coin later. But first, a couple things. Number one, I will not be doing any videos on Saturday and Sunday of this weekend. I need to rest up. I think this is my 12th straight day doing a video. So I've got some great content for next week, starting on Monday, but no videos Saturday and Sunday. Second, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as usual, especially the subscribe button. And third, a quick message from a potential future sponsor, SimpleSwap. So a lot of people aren't really too familiar with these coin swap services that are sort of like in between a centralized exchange and a decentralized exchange. I've been using SimpleSwap for a long time and never had a problem with it, not once. What it is if you want to just quickly swap Bitcoin to Litecoin, for example, but you don't want to keep the coins on the exchange, just go to simpleswap.io. Click exchange after selecting BTC and LTC in those areas right there. It'll ask you for your BTC address, the wallet you're sending the coins from. Then it'll ask you for the LTC, the Litecoin address of the wallet that you want the coins to end up in. Then you just hit exchange. Then it'll give you the address to send your BTC coins to. That's part of the exchange here. And then that's it. You just send the BTC coins. It never stays on the exchange. It takes about 20 minutes. And then you send Bitcoin, you get Litecoin back in your wallet. It'll give you updates. It'll say like, okay, we received the coins. Okay, we're exchanging. Okay, we've sent the coins. You can expect them in a couple minutes. I have never once had a problem with these services. They're a great alternative to centralized exchanges. If, for example, you don't want to deal with the charts one day. You don't want to have to deal with looking at the different pairs available, or, making two transactions, sending one coin there, swapping it, and a second transaction to send the new coin back to the new wallet. You want to cut all that out. This is just good if you need something quick, just a quick swap from one coin to the other. You're okay with the fees being slightly more, but it's just quick. You don't even need to sign up for an account. Obviously, there are benefits to signing up for an account, mainly that if there's any problem, this SimpleSwap does have the benefits of being a centralized exchange, and that there's customer service, then you can get some help. They'll be very responsive. You can get some help getting your coins back. On the other hand, if you just don't have time, you don't even want to sign up for an account, you can literally just go to this homepage, just, click the two coins you want, hit exchange, and then send the coins, and it'll do the exchange for you. So that would be if you don't have time or on any given moment, or if you don't want to deal with like marketing emails, getting sent to your email, stuff like that. So best of both worlds, but remember, the main benefit is if you do sign up, then there's much less risk of having your coins lost or not being able to retrieve them if you make an error during the transaction. We've got a lot of coins here. We've got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Monero, Litecoin, Tezos, Zcash, Tron, tons and tons of coins. So yeah, check it out. I've had only good success with it myself. Okay, let's go to just a brief news story before we get to the new earning ecosystem coin. So this I'm going to probably touch on Monday. A very interesting report came out. So Crypto, they're one of the big liquidity providers / VCs / high-frequency trading firms in crypto. They have tons and tons of money. So they put out a research report on the Terra implosion and what happened. So, of course, all the headlines are just focusing on the aspects of the retail of the report that just focus on the Terra whales selling on the day that the implosions happened while retail traders were buying. That wasn't really the point, but there was some very interesting stuff they came up with related to the actual wallets that were used in the initial transactions, the attacker wallets, essentially. So these attackers, as I've said before, it was in 4 different transactions, about $280 million. After they made the swaps between the governance coin and the stable coin, they sent some of the money to Binance, some of the money to Coinbase. Now, most people, including myself, assumed that the attacker was probably just a crypto trading firm that had the funds and knew what they were doing. But this report by Crypto, interesting information. Apparently, whoever it was who was managing those 4 attacking wallets, they had they made some amateurish errors as they were pulling out this attack. For example, they meant to send $100 million from Anchor to the exchange, the Binance, they just made a typo and they meant to send $10 million. They accidentally added a zero, sent $100 million. Then when the $100 million reached the destination, then they sent $90 million back because they just added an extra zero. So just accidentally sent it the wrong amounts. I mean, that's pretty amateurish there. Also, the accounts on Binance that they sent the funds to, they did not have 2FA set up. It was just a basic account without that. Could mean they just want more anonymity, but they would have had to go through some form of KYC since it was huge amounts that they were going to withdraw afterwards. Then again, if it was a crypto fund, you'd think they would almost certainly have 2FA set up, and they did not. And then third, when they were using Wormhole for some of the transactions, they made mistakes with the fees. They, I guess, selected the wrong fee amounts. So they didn't really have too much experience with that. Again, if it was a big crypto trading firm behind the attack, then they would certainly know how to use Wormhole and select the right fee structure and not pay significantly more fees. So this indicates that it's whoever the entity was, maybe they trade like once or twice a year. They sort of have some familiarity with it. It's not a totally new science, but they just don't know the nuances and were prone to just sort of typo mistakes, like adding a zero here. So this is very interesting. So maybe this kind of indicates, I read all this, and I'm like, well, maybe it's just one of the big hacking organizations that just pulled this off. They would have the funds, Ronin, $600 million hack, a lot of big hacks, so they would certainly have the capital to be able to pull this off, and that would explain why they weren't exactly too nuanced in trading, but they sort of knew how to do it, just with a few typos. So it was interesting. This was all very interesting. I'll probably dive into more of that on Monday. But today, so anyway, so again, this is not an actual altcoin spotlight that I'll be doing like every 2 weeks or so. It'll be much more of a deep dive. This is just more of an initial look. It's in the Cult Dao ecosystem that initially drew my attention. Mr. Modulus and Cult Dao gave it the stamp of approval. Then it has at least some legitimacy, in my opinion. It's a Shop2Earn ecosystem. So my initial interest, in addition to the Cult Dao thing, was that I featured this a couple days ago, how StepN, if you look at the numbers, the user stats, you can see it here, it does look like the StepN has kind of plateaued as of about 6 days ago right here. This is the number of new shoes minted daily. It peaked right around the 28th, 29th of May, like 6 days ago, 5 days ago. If you look at new and existing users right here, again, blue is new, orange is existing. Again, exact same thing. It plateaued, peaked right about the 29th of the month, coinciding with China and their announcement. So it does, these earning ecosystem sectors that come in like 3-month waves. One of them is all the rage for 3 months. It was play to earn 6 months ago, then it became MoveToEarn 2 to 3 months ago, and now we're so those sectors will always be around, will always be successful, but the real profits, the real buzz is finding out what the next earning sector is going to be before it becomes the next one. And given that these numbers show MoveToEarn plateaued about 5-6 days ago, I think we're, the next earnings sector will be decided pretty soon. And why am I interested? Well, again, people don't like talking with profits, but I showed you StepN the numbers here. So it was launched on exchanges 2 months ago at 15 cents, peaked at $4.03. Now it's at $1, about 100 times a turn currently, 400 times a turn at peak price. And the public sale pre-sale returns were even greater. So this is the pre-sale, took place only 3 months ago, the public sale here. 1 cent price with a pretty high max, 15,000, no lockup. So 1 cent, and then, as I told you, then a month later it was trading at $4. It's a 400 times a turn right there. At the current price is $1.05. That's a 105 times a turn. All this with no lockup. So the returns were just ridiculous. And if you look at the top performing pre-sales, public sales of all time, of course, the earning coins are pretty much right in the top here. So Polygon is the number 1, actually, but Axie Infinity, that's the play to earn coin, they are the number 2. Best performing coin of all time since the IDO and ICO phase. Sandbox, another play to earn or more like a metaverse card coin, but there's certain earning aspects there. They're the number 4 best performing coin in crypto history, and then StepN, the MoveToEarn coin I just talked about. They are the number 6 best performing coin ever since the pre-sale public sale phase. So earning coins are where it's at in half of these top performing coins. So finding out what the next earning sector is going to be, huge potential, huge profit potential. It's just exciting, getting in on the buzz and all that stuff. So DripTo, so it's Shop2Earn is the sector I am going to look at. Again, I initially got my attention because they're in the Cult Dao ecosystem, which I talked about Cult Dao on Monday to spotlight on them. I have heard the Shop2Earn sector being mentioned a little bit of late. The potential earning sectors I've heard that people are predicting could be the next big thing. For Shop2Earn, Work2Earn casually mentioned. See, Sleep2Earn, I featured one of those coins. Eat2Earn, I've seen casually mentioned. So there's a lot of names being thrown around, but Shop2Earn is definitely one of them in the last couple of weeks. I've heard of a couple projects sprouting out. DripTo is one of them. So what is DripTo? Switch screens here. Go to this. So this is their website here. You can see this. Let's go to the home page here. So basically, it's an online marketplace for urban clothes, urban sneakers, urban apparel, urban watches. So it's like an Amazon for urban attire. The marketplace is not launched yet. It is coming soon, but you can buy actual real sneakers here. So it has like the NFT sneaker aspect of StepN, but it's an actual real marketplace here where you can log on and then either sell or buy actual sneakers the way you would on Amazon.com. So the mainnet has not launched yet. They do have a coin trading. I'll get to that in a minute. Go back to the home page here. Didn't want that. Let's click on home. So yeah, how does it work? So you can either become a buyer or a reseller, one of the two. If you're a buyer, then you can just shop for the sneakers. You have to buy them with Drip tokens or Cult Dao tokens. There's a couple other tokens that they allow payment for. You can also become a reseller. And then to become a reseller, you have to first buy the actual sneakers or whatever attire piece you want to. So you have to upfront a little bit of cash, but then the benefit is then So then you buy it, you list it in your little online marketplace profile here, and then until it's actually sold, you earn it staking. So the coin, whatever the attire piece is, they're being staked. You're earning like an interest until you actually sell the attire, and then when you sell it, when you find a buyer, then the staking goes away, but then you get to keep the profit from the sale. So you're basically managing your Amazon online marketplace for urban attire in a crypto sense. What else is there? If you look at the roadmap here, so the mainnet is not launched. They're on a small decentralized exchange now. They have some centralized exchange planned in the future. They have a private pre-sale planned in the future. Down here, they have a metaverse and NFT planned in the future later on in phase 4. So they're kind of going in the standard sort of earning roadmap way. And now let's go back to the PowerPoint. Let's look at the coin a little. So they're on Uniswap, as I mentioned. Uniswap. Fully diluted market cap, 5 million. So definitely small market cap, not just like $10,000. Bigger than that, that's good, but a fairly low market cap coin. The daily, so be wary of slippage if you do buy this here. It's good. The daily trading volumes went up from 0 about a month ago. It's going up a little bit each day. 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. That's good. But still, slippage. You don't want to put in more than like $100 at a time if you do buy this. Very tight slippage on this. So watch out for that. But it is good to see the trading volumes increasing. They were audited by Certec, so Certec is one of the big auditing firms. So that's a stamp of approval right there. See, this is Certec. They've done a lot of the big coins. They're not like a shady auditing firm. So they have audited the actual founders. They've done actual KYC with the founders. They have looked at the project and they have given it their stamp of approval. So the team is anonymous. You kind of prefer that it wouldn't be anonymous. One of their advisors is real legit. He's a Silicon Valley CPA, and he works with a lot of other companies, so that's good. Sort of a lot of team members here. It looks like their experience is in drop shipping and some tire people and some just warehouse shipping people, a bunch of marketing people, a whole hybrid here. It's kind of a big team. Usually you want more like 3 to 4 people in a low market cap project like this. This is big. I guess that's good. But so one of their advisors, so this is Doug here. I went to his LinkedIn profile, looked at him. Fully legit, works with a lot of other big companies in Mountain View, right in the heart of Silicon Valley. So that's some authenticity right there. And they have some pretty big name partners here. So they're partnering with Chainlink, huge name right there. Brew Labs, that is a very well-known crypto blockchain incubator for newer crypto projects. So that's big authenticity there. And then Cult Dao, they're not listed yet, but they also gave it their stamp of approval. So that's more authenticity as well. The Tokenomics, be aware, there is kind of a high buy and sell tax, 7% to buy, 9% to sell, so be aware of that. That means if you buy it on exchanges, you will have a 7% tax. It's not totally uncommon, just be aware of that. The Tokenomics look pretty normal, so the team is actually a little bit less than normal, 5% of the team, so that's good. The team isn't hoarding more than normal. They're taking even less. The rest of this is all good. The pre-sale, post-sale amounts, when they do those, the treasury amounts, staking amounts, that's the ecosystem, partnerships, advisors, that's all good amounts right there. The vesting schedule, nothing was out of the ordinary. Nothing becomes unlocked quickly, so that's good. Everything is locked for a certain period of time, except the liquidity is always unlocked immediately for all projects, but every single other piece of this, the teams allotment, the pre-sale and public sale allotment, the staking allotment, community allotment, advisors, it is all locked initially and vests over about a 12-month total period up to a year and a half, 20 months. So that's totally normal for low market cap project. They're very active on the social media scene, Twitter scene, pretty big following. I've been following along a little bit, hosting the Twitter spaces, getting the community engaged. They have been getting a decent amount of traffic in here, people listening, so that's good. So I don't own any of this coin, but I'm definitely going to keep watch on it. Mostly just because I want to know what the next big earning sector is going to be, and Shop2Earn is one of them that I'm hearing quite frequently. So if this coin starts gaining traction, if that sector starts gaining traction, then I'm going to do a bit more due diligence on this, and I might enter a position. But for now, I'm just kind of looking at it from a curiosity standpoint to see which earning sector is going to become the next big thing. So I'll keep tabs on that one. That's it for now. Again, no episodes Saturday and Sunday. Gonna rest up, prepare next week's episodes. I got some real good material next week. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. And everybody, have a nice weekend. See you Monday.